Let's talk voter fraud in the United States, because it's practically non-existent. It's like 0.0001%. So why are we spending millions of dollars to make it harder to vote? Because our votes actually matter. All of this is not about fraud, it's about power and who gets to keep it. So the harder it is to vote, the fewer working class people, the fewer students, the fewer people struggling financially, the fewer people of color show up to vote. And when fewer people are voting, the same career politicians get to stay in power. The ones that serve corporations and lobbyists instead of us, the people. They know our votes matter. That's why they are willing to spend millions of dollars on misinformation, online campaigns, and restrictive laws that are designed to suppress voter turnout. Because power doesn't just waste millions on something that's not a threat. I even saw a creator that was offered $2,000 from Democrats and $38,000 from the GOP to make one singular video, one for a topic and one against it. If our vote doesn't matter, why would anyone be offered tens of thousands of dollars to influence people? That difference alone is telling. History matters as well here because after the Civil War, states created poll taxes, literacy tests, grandfather clauses, intimidation, not because of fraud, but because they didn't want people turning out to threaten the power. And poor white people suffered because of this, and it didn't matter as long as black people couldn't vote. So fast forward to today, laws like the SAVE Act and Save America Act are modern versions of just this same strategy. They require documents millions of Americans don't have or are very expensive to get. Passports, birth certificates, other IDs, effectively a modern poll tax. Even updating your registration triggers these hurdles. Mail-in and online registration as well, that millions rely on, these bills restrict that too. Frequent voter purges are on the table, criminal penalties for election workers are on the table, sensitive voter data handed right over to the federal government with no safeguards is also on the table. Other tactics, including stricter ID laws, fewer polling locations, confusing rules, long lines, gerrymandering, all are designed to make people feel powerless, and when people feel powerless, they do not show up. When they stop showing up to vote, the same politicians get to stay in power. So if you're one of these people that are asking, like, why is it controversial to make more restrictive voting laws if only citizens are voting? You're really looking at this from the wrong perspective, with the wrong data, and you're highly influenced by propaganda. You're not working on that critical thinking. Think about why they are so desperate to make voting harder if our votes don't matter. Because our votes do matter, and there is power in numbers. And if we are so strung out and exhausted, fatigued, don't have money, etc., 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 it makes us continue to feel powerless in all ways in our lives. And it effectively keeps us from pushing for systemic change that is desperately needed. Until next time, y'all.